Huh. Wow. Well, this sure is a creepy forest. What am I doing here? Wait. What's that noise? What? No. No. Why is there one of these things? Why? Like, can we just not dress as skibbity toilets this year? Like, come on. Wait. What's that laugh?
To hang up that computer call.
Oh no.
Come over here and kiss him, you maha.
Freak Bob too. Come on, I thought I got rid of you earlier. Surely they're... Oh no, I'd recognize that voice anywhere. Yeah, I'd recognize that voice any... Nah, bro. Nah, bro, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I swear. If something else pops up, I might be cooked this year. If something else pops up, I might be cooked. What's that? Holy shit! Don't want to be like that guy? Hello, my name's GemGenix's, or you could just call me Gem if you want. And right now as I'm recording this, there's actually trick-or-treating going on in my neighborhood. So I thought I would do something interesting this Halloween, and instead of playing a Halloween-themed game like I did last time, I would go over how to survive different Halloween costumes. Because there's some out there that are quite normal, but there's some out there you're gonna want to know how to survive against. Especially the skibbity toilets. Those are the worst. Okay, so let's get into it. First, we have Beetlejuice. Y'all know Beetlejuice. Say his name 3 times, and he does whatever he does. I've never seen the movie or whatever it is. Literally just don't say his name 3 times. That's all you gotta do. I'm quite certain if you say his name, if you just don't accept his thing, he's powerless. Okay, next we have Deadpool and Wolverine. Magic and adamantium should do the trick against them, because you see Deadpool is weak to magic. Wolverine is weak to adamantium. Magic adamantium should work even better though, especially if you want to use something on both of them just to, you know, take them both out easily. Right, next is the Ghostbusters. Just don't dress as a ghost for Halloween. They might accidentally mistake you as one and just end up sucking you up. And you know, being sucked up wouldn't be very fun. I mean, for some people it might. For me, personally, no. Alright, classic horror movie killers. And all you gotta do, really, is just figure out how they're defeated in their own movies. You know, if you're a fan of Halloween horror movies, then you got this in the bag. Just figure out how they're defeated in their movies, and do that. Goku.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
Literally, just don't be strong. You know, I'd say I'm pretty strong myself, not gonna lie. Like, you know, I can lift a bit, you know. I'd say I'm pretty strong. Hold on.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
The other alternative is just giving him food. Now, for Pomni. I mean, there's not much you should have to do to survive Pomni, but you know, in the case of there being an evil Pomni that you gotta survive, you know, evil Pomni, ooh, like all the content farms, make her go insane. Make her go insane, looking for some possible exit to the real world. Bonus points if you can gaslight her into thinking she is living in a simulation. Okay, next, we got the Hawk Tuin Girl. Now this is one of the ones you're really gonna want to survive. Because this is one of the really bad ones. Alright. So first, you gotta pull a Glamrock Freddy and make a lighter appear out of your finger. Get a bunch of plushies, some gasoline, and burn down everything in the immediate location. Bonus points if you can evaporate all the water, so she cannot spit on that thing. Now, for KSI. All you really gotta do is talk about Dan TDM. You should get into a fetal position long enough for you to escape before he can shove moldy lunchly down your throat or force you to listen to the thick of it. Next, we got the FNAF animatronics. You know, Freddy Fazbear, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and Golden Freddy. Like in the movie, you can just use water to short-circuit them. And you know, bonus points if you have a younger sister who can draw a yellow rabbit killing the kids. And there are going to be some that are trickier than others. Like, for example, Foxy has a hook he could slash you with, and Golden Freddy can basically just teleport. And, you know, those two are going to be trickier, but... And honestly, water might not even work on Golden Freddy. We have absolutely no idea if he's even real. So... Alright, now we got one of the bad ones. But this, luckily, might be one of the easiest ones to deal with. Okay, so we got Skibbity Toilet. I don't know. I guess you could flush the toilet down its head. I guess that works on them? I don't know. I don't watch Skibbity Toilet, but... From the, like, probably 2 clips I've seen from it, apparently that's what works on them or something? I don't know. Okay, now I got Catnap.
Come to destroy you.
Catnap, you might think, like, oh, he's gonna be so difficult. You're not gonna be able to beat him. Literally, just find someone with a GemGenix's Scarlet costume. They should immediately feel a very great romantical attraction for each other. That's the easiest way to deal with Catnap. Now for a GemGenix's Scarlet costume, you gotta, you know, just do the same thing as the Catnap costume, but the reverse. You know what I mean. Okay, now we have the Ink Demon. Make sure there aren't any ink puddles near you, and use a gent pipe on it, you know? The normal way you defeat ink creatures in Banyan Ink Machine and Dark Revival. Okay, now we got Muzan from Demon Slayer. You gotta hope you can either survive the transformation, or last in Nichiren Blade combat long enough until the sun rises. That's basically your only hope. Now, we got SpongeBob. We just gotta hope he doesn't get too freaky. Give him a Krabby Patty meal from Wendy's to maybe stop him from getting too freaky, and if you don't get it to him in time, he'll turn into Freak Bob, and then you gotta get 2 extra freaky Krabby Patty meals to deal with that. Now, for Walter White.
My name is Walter Hartwell White.
Listen, alright? It's like everyone on the internet says, just let him cook. And don't assume he's in danger, you know, it's like that one edit of him. He is the danger, alright? Just let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Let him cook!
Alright, now I got William Afton.
I gave you cats in Ohio!
Alright, for one, make sure you're not a child. And also don't hang around a pizzeria. But if you happen to fit those 2 categories, here's what you gotta do next. Water. Alright? You know, dump water on him. You know, distract him. Make him so he gets too cocky. Because the spring locks are easy to trip. Via water, incorrect movement, anything. Pretty much anything can trigger a spring lock failure. So if he is in the soup, do whatever you can to activate those spring locks. That's going to be your best bet. Now we got Jack Kennedy. If you don't know, Jack Kennedy is a character from Day Shift at Freddy's. And listen, all you gotta do to survive him is just answer his riddle 3. It's that easy. Alright, because, listen, this isn't the Jack Kennedy you're thinking of. You know, usually Jack Kennedy, you think like, oh, he's trying to free the souls of the kids, you know, try and go against William.
It's Dave Miller, not William, you dumb it.
And that's not what he does anymore. Nowadays, he gives you 3 riddles, and you gotta answer them. If you don't answer his 3 riddles, well, I mean, alternatively, you could just throw him off a bridge, you know, not a tall one, just a short one. Because if you throw him off a tall one, he will fly out of danger. But ultimately, you should just answer his 3 riddles, you know. Nobody ever answers his 3 riddles, you know. Like, it's the nice thing to do, just answer 3 riddles. Alright, now we got probably the worst one on this list. I have no idea if this actually exists. I've only heard of it in legend. And you cannot beat it. It is the most dangerous Halloween costume. Well, one of the most dangerous. Just, you can't beat it. The only chance you have of survival is hiding in a Waffle House until Halloween ends, which is usually around like 10 o'clock at night. You know, that's usually around the time trick-or-treating ends. Just try and hold it out in a Waffle House until then. Those are nearly impenetrable fortresses. But this next one, you cannot use a Waffle House. Like, you cannot use a Waffle House as your defense. Because the next one is queso. Alright? It's queso.
I'm in the drive-thru Burger King.
A Waffle House is not going to save you from him. Your best bet is to just get into a tight area and hope he won't squeeze through, which he shouldn't be able to. And also just don't get affected by his gravitational pull. Just like hold on to any objects that are held into the ground as much as you possibly can. And you shouldn't get eaten this Halloween. But anyways, we got Logan Paul.
I like
right?
my cheese drippy, bro.
Now Logan Paul is a bit of a controversial figure. Alright, much like KSI, much like Mr. Beast, but there's a way to deal with it, despite how controversial he may be. All you gotta say is just, alright, listen, if you know one of his newest catchphrases, it's, I like my cheese drippy, bruh. Alright, so all you gotta do is say, I like my cheese moldy, bruh. And if you do that, you say it correctly, he should be molding on Twitter for the next month. You know, it's a Logan Paul thing. Okay, so next, you got Mr. Beast. Hold on, let me drink my Coke really quick. Now, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. There are so many things you gotta do to survive Mr. Beast. Okay, first of all, just stay away from a low-income neighborhood. Because, if you know, there's been recent allegations about him faking his charity work. So, there's a very good chance he might stage a charity video in your low-income neighborhood. And you know, you don't want to be in a Mr. Beast video in 2024. That's all I'm gonna say. Next, just don't dabble in cryptocurrency, because sources say he has a lot of influence in cryptocurrency, specifically in trying to manipulate the market and then, you know, rug pull, you know? Classic crypto scams. Right now, you gotta stay away from lunch meal kits. Specifically ones at grocery stores. Specifically ones named Lunchly. Those are the ones you gotta watch out for. Those may have a whole lot of unhealthy side effects and even moldy cheese, and that's just not something you want to deal with. Next, you gotta stay away from chocolate. The chocolate in question? Feastables. Because if you know Feastables, it's way more unhealthy than, Hershey now. And then hydration drinks, because, Prime isn't very good for you. Pillars, if there's a Mr. Beast costume person near any pillars, there is a 99% increase that they could fall on you. And that would not be very good. And then also, you're going to want to make sure when there's a Mr. Beast costume around, leave any work-related group chats. Because Mr. Beast and work-related group chats do not mix well. That's all I'm going to say. Right now, we got P. Diddy. Like P. Diddy. If someone with a P. Diddy costume asks you if you want baby oil, or asks you to go to his party, say no thanks. No thanks. And walk away. Alright? Now next, we have Sonic the
Nobody's
Hedgehog.
faster than me!
Just give him a chili dog. That should distract him. And, basically, he likes chili dogs. Alright, next, we have Dave.
I have no mercy. I work in the fast food
You cannot
industry.
survive Dave. He will not show any mercy. And I'm not talking about Dave Miller. I'm talking about Dave. The same Dave who works in the fast food industry. Alright, next, we have Shadow the Hedgehog.
Maria.
All you gotta say is, look, Maria! And then hope you can run away fast enough. Bonus points if you have a Sonic costume on yourself. Okay, now, Mario.
So long, Bowser!
Mario. You just gotta hope he doesn't jump on your head. If he does, you're cooked. But, if you run into him, and he doesn't jump on your head in time, he should be good. He'll either turn smaller, or he'll die if he's already small. Now, we got Sans. Just tell the man a joke. Listen, Sans loves jokes. He may be very powerful, but there's one thing he loves, and that's jokes. And, asking him about his balls should help as well. Next, okay, and this is one of the big ones. You got Xanadu.
You think this is funny?
Alright, so Xanadu is a very dangerous costume. Because because he has a stick. He has a Minecraft stick he can bang you with. Alright? So what you want to do is you want to dress up as Nightmare Balloon Boy. Alright? Because his only weakness is Nightmare Balloon Boy. Bonus points if you have a Forsaken AR account and are lacking some items. Moving on, we got Minecraft Steve and Minecraft Alex.
I'm Steve.
Okay, just tell them to dig straight down, because there's diamonds right below them. That's probably your best method. They'll obviously fall for it, dig straight down. And they're not gonna find anything. Okay, so now you got Luigi, Luigi Mario.
board? The Luigi?
He basically has the same rules as Mario, don't get your head jumped on, but also there's an extra caveat. Because of Luigi's Mansion. Don't dress up as a ghost. Because ghosts, he has the vacuum thing, like what the Ghostbusters, not Ghost Hunters, what the Ghostbusters have, so, you'll be cooked. Alright, now we just got Minecraft Creeper. You just gotta stay far away from that thing. If you get near it, it will explode. Okay, now Shrek. If you see a Shrek on Halloween night, make sure you don't have any onions. Those things love onions. And they will probably rob you of your onions. They might do a few more things. Really depends on how they're feeling. Because, ogres. Now, we got Huggy Wuggy. Basically, just drop a box on his head. Pull a Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 and drop a box on his head. You should win. The box is gonna win. Alright, now we got Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus.
Oh no, they killed Zooble.
Just bully him before he can bully you. Jax, his whole thing is he likes to mess with people. He likes to get into their heads. So just get into his first. Find out what bothers him on a psychological level, and get to him before he can get to you. Be the troll before he himself can be the troll. Okay, so now we got the rake. And this method I actually got from the Rake Roblox game. Push him off a high place, because he'll take fall damage, you know, as all creatures in video games do. And if he takes damage, then he'll die. Alright, now we got a traffic cone. Alright? For traffic cones, you wanna, you wanna use your car. Alright? Like, if
they tell you to drive into a lamppost or something solid to draw attention and to damage the car. If you hear a baby crying outside, it's a trap. Drive into a lamppost or something solid to draw attention and to damage the car. Someone ever comes up to you and asks you for the time, drive into a lamppost or something solid.
Alright, so for Bugs Bunny... Alright, listen.
What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny's got that Toon Force. And if you know how Toon Force works, it can get very random. Just pray he doesn't get an Infinity Gauntlet. Because if he does, it's over for you and everyone on this planet. And now we got the inflatable dinosaurs. Most times they just want to vibe and twerk on golf carts. And yes, I actually did see that once. Just vibe with them. Have a good time. You know, be an inflatable dinosaur yourself. I don't know what you want to do. But yeah, that's basically my survival guide to how to survive different Halloween costumes. If enough people like this video, I will do an updated version next year. Maybe a bit earlier than literally the moment that trick-or-treating is happening in my neighborhood. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye. Whew. That's a lot of Skibbity Toilets and Hawktua girls defeated. But wait, what am I supposed to do with all the candy left over? Oh well, I'll figure that out someday.